Let us, today we are observing Swami Vivekananda's Tithi Puja. It's not his birthday, this is Tithi, and this Tithi Puja we are observing. And the different items will be offered to him, but at the same time, which is most necessary is our devotion. So that also we will give to Swamiji. A great personality all over the world, particularly 2013, all over the world, almost all the states of India, including the central government of India, and in different parts, wherever the Ramakrishna Mission Center is there, we have observed in different manners the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, Tithi Puja, remembering Vivekananda. Remembering Vivekananda is an encouragement. It is a different type of inspiration. And human beings, they love to be inspired. They need to be inspired. They need to be guided. Where? Towards the Godhead. And that is exactly what was the mission in the life of Swami Vivekananda. To make every human being feel that they are divine. This is a great mission. And the ordinary people, mostly we live in the body, we always try to think that we have this physical body. As long as we live, we have to enjoy. And that type of thought, and then in the world, when we are living, we want the success, we want appreciation, we want all luxuries. Nothing wrong. But at the same time, we have to remember that this is temporary. We have to go somewhere else. Our permanent. And what is that permanent? Ain't that Vivekananda? He is constantly inspiring us. Each soul is potentially divine, and the goal is to manifest the divinity within. That is his famous quotation. That is constantly he is putting in our ear that you have to manifest your divinity. How to manifest the divinity? Then he is thinking, Atmana Moksha Jagat Hita. He is telling us the Atmana Moksha Jagat Hita. At the same time, both things, when we are thinking ourselves divine, just sitting and thinking, that won't do. And that has to be expressed. How you can express that? Then he is telling, go out and help others who need. Who are in need, you go, give them food, give them clothing, give them education, give them health care, and at the same time tell them, the unnecessary you are thinking that you are an ordinary being. Do you know who you are? You are God yourself. All power is within you. So Vivekananda is the voice of Vedanta. Vivekananda is the embodiment of Veda, the knowledge. And he came at the behest of the God, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. The God who came in this world present day in the form of Sri Ramakrishna. He called him that you have to come and you have to take the responsibility to awaken the people. So that way Vivekananda is coming. His life mission was only that, how to help people. And ultimately he is telling, as long as even a dog will remain hungry, I will come and try to help them. Anyone, anywhere, suffering, I will come and help. So this is called spirituality. Why? Just not out of emotion or sympathy he is telling. He can see the truth. And that truth is, in different manners, in different words, has been pronounced in our scriptures, in Gita, in Bhagavad, in Upanishad, in almost everywhere. They are telling in different languages that God is all pervading. Ishavashyam idam sarvam. So that is Vivekananda. And he has been depicted as, some people they saw him as the Maheshwara, the Shiva. When you look at the Shiva, Vishnu, so many other gods and are there, but Shiva is special. Why? Because of the sacrifice. Constantly, he never demanded anything, only gave and gave. When the Samudra Manthan was going on, they were churning the ocean, all gods were invited. They all came except Shiva. When all the good things were coming up, all gods were enjoying sharing. They never remembered the Shiva. But when the venom came, when it was about to destroy the whole universe, the creation, then they remembered Shiva. That is the characteristics of a Shiva. Constantly, and that Vivekananda is telling, give, and never ask anything in return. Thou, fire nahi chao. So that is Vivekananda. For anything and everything, he is ready to give. And giving means how? He is telling the giver should kneel down. The giver should not stand on a high pedestal and say, hey man, come here, I will give you something. No, he is not a giver. Then he is totally turning, changing. Then previously we have heard this Daya, and Sri Ramakrishna said, not Daya, who are you to do the Daya? Daya means compassion. You yourself, ordinary person, how can you help others? No, you cannot. So there he is telling Seva. Sri Ramakrishna is telling Seva. And Swami Vivekananda, one step ahead, he said Puja is a worship. Daya, Seva, Puja. So we can understand how the things are totally changing. Daya means compassion. Majority of the people, when they would help others, out of that, Daya. I am superior, I am having everything, but since you are not having, well, I will give you little. That comes from the mind automatically. Nothing wrong, nothing bad, but that is only a very lower stage. Then the same thing if you are turning as a seva, service, then you are becoming spiritual. And then when the same thing you are doing with a mood, with a intention as a puja, when the person is doing the puja, what he is thinking? He is thinking that he is becoming purified. He is receiving peace, he is getting peace, he is getting the blessings of God. That is the puja. And there the pujari, constantly, he is at the feet and the God is supreme. The same attitude to be applied when we are serving some people. The God is great. So here today, let us first chant a few slokas as a birthday in the morning. So let us tell the good morning to you, Swamiji. Suprabhatam. In the second page, page number 2, you see that? In the middle it is there. He Prishtanath Sumahan Yuga Shakti Dharin He Nitya Mukta Satatam Hi Mahavarenya आनंदरूप भुवि जनमुग्धकारिन् विश्वस्य वीरसूयते तव सुप्रभातम् विश्वस्य वीरसूयते तव सुप्रभातम्. This is, we are offering the day Suprabhat. When you meet someone, usually in Sanskrit and in Hindi, we say Suprabhat, morning. Good morning in English, as they say. When we are telling the Suprabhat or the good morning, it's not an ordinary wish. Because the wish is that let the whole day be blessed, be helpful, be good to you, successful in your life. So that way, when we are offering the same pranam to God, we are also telling the same thing, Suprabhatam. And here, they are giving the description of the person whom we are telling Suprabhat. He is telling that, He Preshthanath Samahan Yuga Shakti Dharin. Yuga Shakti. In every yuga, in every era, the one Shakti comes, power comes, thought comes. That is, this time, it is Vivekananda. And if you look at anywhere, everywhere, even including the United States, United Nation, very peculiarly, very special. United Nation, that their charter, what are the points they are covering? Everything has already been covered by Vivekananda long back. The United Nations Charter that they prepared in 1940 and 40s, Vivekananda made it long back in 1897-98 when he was forming the Ramakrishna Mission. Same thing. Yuga Shakti. These people, when they were writing down, they were not knowing Vivekananda. But the Shakti, that power, has entered into their thought. They cannot escape. They have to be influenced. Now, everywhere you look, people are talking about the interreligious, interreligion, so many things. And this way, Vivekananda also telling the same thing. Now, everywhere, all the states, they are talking about the poor, the downtrodden, the illiterate people, how to benefit them and all this, how to help them. Recently in America, there's a great debate was going on Obamacare. So how to help the people and for those who cannot pay, will not they get the attention of the doctors or medical care? So this type of thoughts, how it is coming? All of you have read the history. If we go back to the 16th, 17th century, no one thought like this. Never thought about the other people, the poor people. Either you survive or perish. That was the mode. Yuga Shakti. Vivekananda has come and he has given this idea. Now directly, indirectly, knowingly, unknowingly, everybody is following this. He Preshthanath Sumahan Yuga Shakti Dharin He Nitya Mukta Satatam Hi Mahabharanya Ananda Rupa Bhuvibhai Janamugdhakarin Vishwasya Virasuyate Tava Suprabhatam Vishwasya Virasuyate Tava suprabhatam. He Buddha Shashyata Viveka Subodadayin Satyasrayin Janaganan Pathadhanakarin He Mukta Sarvajana Mukti Vidhanakarin Vishwasya Virasuyate Tava Suprabhatam Vishwasya Virasuyate Tava Suprabhatam. Satrasain, Satya. Satya means the truth. People who are following the truth. Astrain, Janaganan, for the masses, people. Pathadhanakarin, you are showing the goal, you are showing the path. So you are leading and you are helping them to go forward. Who? Those who are following the path of truth. And then again, He Mukta Sarva Jana Mukti Vidhanakarin. You yourself is Mukta. Mukta from where? From the circle of birth and death. Mukta from where? From attraction of this world. There are so many things in this world to be attracted. And you are totally free from all this. And then you are giving that same freedom to the people. Now just imagine, when we are not attracted or attached, how free we are. And then we are not having any pain or pleasure. We are not affected with anything. The excellent condition, that is called mukta. And jivan mukta. Sometimes there are some conceptions of muktis are there. This mukti, after the death, there is mukti. And after reaching the heaven, from there to another higher sphere, then to mukti, there are different type of conceptions of mukti is there, freedom. But Vivekananda, this mukti, right over here, when you are surviving, living, that is, according to Shankaracharya, Jivana Mukti. Now, when you are surviving, when you are living, if you are totally free, that is the joy. That one should enjoy in this life, free from all attachment, free from all bondages. We are free from many, many things, but we are attached with our I consciousness. I like to go, I like to enjoy, I like to say, I like to dictate, I like to write. Sometimes some people will be writing some books, and then the problem with the neighbors and friends, you'll be forcing them to read it. Who asked you to write in the first place? Now, if you have written, forget it. If people read, okay. Not reading, okay. That should be the no attachment. So that is the thing, when you are totally free from that attachment, that is called mukti. He Buddha Shashyata Viveka Subodhadain Satyasrain Janaganan Pathadhanakarin He Mukta Sarvajana Mukti Vidhanakarin Vishwasya Virasuyate Tava Suprabhatam suprabhatam Vishwasya Veera Suyate Tava suprabhatam Bhaktischate Suvidita Bhuvi Rama Krishne Sri Rama Krishna Hridihe Sukritadhikara He Matri Bhakta Prithivi Bija Idruvam Tvam Vishwasya Veera Suyate Tava suprabhatam Vishwasya Veera Suyate Tava suprabhatam. Here it mentions that how Sri Ramakrishna used to like him, love him. He was in the heart of Sri Ramakrishna. Constantly he used to think. God is thinking about someone. We think about God. Now God is thinking about someone. Think of it. Try to imagine. Who can he be? When the God is constantly thinking about him, and not only that, sometimes he is telling to other people, my mind is wrenching. When sometimes we wrench the towel to drip the water, similarly, my mind is wrenching. It's so painful without Vivekananda. Please bring him, call him. I like to see him. I like to talk to him. Can you imagine the person? We think about, we talk about, we write about, we read about the devotees of God. There are so many. Have you ever read this type of devotee about whom God himself is constantly thinking and going on asking people to bring him near to him? This is Vivekananda. To imagine what he is very difficult. And the same person, that Vivekananda, Viveka Ananda. Yesterday, I was giving a class with the Ann Arbor group of people over Skype. So, Viveka Chudamani, that is the subject we are now discussing, the first class, yesterday only. And I was describing what is Viveka. Viveka is discrimination. Vichara, discrimination. But who can discriminate? Can a small child discriminate? You tell him that you don't go over there, it is slippery, you may fall over there. You cannot discriminate. He may go, he may fall, he may break his leg. And this happens. The child goes to an electric lamp or sometimes the fire, cannot discriminate that this will burn because it's not having the experience. Who can discriminate? Viveka. This is very important. We always talk about the Viveka. Viveka Vairagya Juli Duikade Sada Jule. About Sri Ramakrishna, there is a Bengali song. Viveka and Vairagya, these are the two words. And what is Viveka? Discrimination. If we translate into English, discriminate. What is discrimination? Vichara. And one can find out what is good and what is bad, what is wrong and what is right. That is discrimination. Then who can do it? What is the prerequisite? Two ladies, they came to our king and said, "Sir, one only little child," and both of them they were claiming, "This is my child." Both of them they were crying, wailing, praying and demanding, "This is my child." Everybody was confused. In the whole court room, everyone was confused. Who can be the real mother? And one lady was crying so profusely. And she was telling, this is my son, I want him, etc. Another was also claiming. Now after some time, the king told, okay, both of you are claiming and both of you are producing all the documents that this child belongs to you. Now, this is only one child. I cannot give one child to two. So what I will do, I will cut it half. From the just 50-50, I will cut the child half. Now you say which part you want, leg portion or the head portion. I will cut it. The moment the king uttered those words, one lady fainted. And another told, "O king, whatever your decision I am agreeing to accept this." The second lady who fainted got up and said, "I have no claim on this child. Please give the child to her. Let the child survive." Then the king said, "Arrest this lady who was claiming that I have no objection in your decision." He said, "Arrest her." How could the king take this decision? This is called discrimination, vichara. This is vichara, and you must know what is good and what is bad. Unless you don't know what is bad, how can you do the vichara? How can you do discrimination? If the king was not knowing what is the mother's heart, what would have happened? The mother cannot see harm to her child in any occasion. So she was ready to sacrifice the child just to save the life of the child, so the real mother. The other one was not the mother. So for her, it is dead or alive, doesn't matter. Only she demanded, she got, and then she will go and throw the body. That's all. So discrimination, viveka, this vichara, this is great. This is very, very unique. Vivekananda had that discrimination. We will read afterwards. In this world, what is anitya, constantly changing, no one can understand this what is anitya and what is nitya. So that is the reason we had to get the guru to learn what is nitya and what is anitya. Then only we can understand. So this here he is telling, though he was having that type of discrimination, he knows what is good and what is bad, what is God and what is not. Even then, he had a great attachment for his mother. In our scripture, they always say, Pita Sarga, Pita Dharma. The father should be considered as the heaven. Father should get the respect as the heavenly celestial bodies, that means the gods, they get. But mother, about the mother they are telling, Janani Janma Bhumischa Sargadapi Gariyashi, much higher than the heaven. Why? Because of the sacrifice. So this mother, Vivekananda's mother, Vivekananda used to like her, love her, respect her, care her so much. Even after being a sannyasi, he never forgot. And when he was a very famous sannyasi, when so many hundreds and thousands of people were at his feet, he was getting everything, every respect. He wrote a letter to a king of Khetri, his old disciple and friend. Can you please send 15 rupees to my mother? I think by that she can manage. So he is requesting a disciple to send only 15 rupees so that the mother, and the sannyasi like Vivekananda requesting it. So this the love. Here they say, Bhaktischate subidita Bhuvi Rama Krishne Sri Rama Krishna Hridihe Sukritadhikara He Matri Bhakta Prithivi Bijai Dhruvam Tvam Prithivi Bijai. He conquered the whole world. Even then, so much of love, respect for his mother, concern for his mother. He Matri Bhakta Prithivi Bijai Dhruvam Tvam Vishwasya Veera Suyate Tava Suprabhatam Vishwasya Veera Suyate Tava Suprabhatam He Shuddha Puta Bhuvane Shuchitad Vidhata Riktartha Pidita Jane Ishvara Buddhikarin. That is, because I was breaking the word, so it should be pronounced as the Ishvara Buddhikarin, Rikta Hridaye. He Shuddha Puta Bhuvane Shuchita Vidhata Riktartha Pidita Janeshwara Buddhikarin. Nityam Kripa Galita Hrid Paradukha Harin Vishwasya Veera Suyate Tava Suprabhatam Vishwasya Veera Suyate Tava Suprabhatam He Shuddha Puta Bhuvane Shuchita Vidhata. He Shuddha. He was totally pure. How we can understand who is pure and who is impure? Then sometimes the people who will be remembering the whole Gita or regularly going and bathing in the Ganges or doing the usually we consider as a Puta, Pavitra. And some people not doing any harm to others, are very courteous, gentle, we say very good, Pavitra people. No. The ultimate thing of Pavitrata is unselfishness. They're totally unselfish. There is not a single avat of selfishness within that person. He is Pavitra. The Shuddha. Here they say, He Shuddha Puta. Then that person, Bhuvane Shuchita Vidhata. He is trying to purify all people. How? Not by beating, not by anything. Only he is telling, help others. Go and help others. Whoever will go and help others, and you can know that you are becoming purified. But when you are helping, you should not think that you are helping. You must think that it is my blessedness that I got the opportunity to help others. This is Vivekananda. How simply and very simple way we can do it. So many people will be doing, society is doing, our government is doing, helping others. Only thing what we have to do, change the attitude, that's all. When some people are coming, just a few days back, one of our very young devotee, he needed operation. So many of our devotees, they're not blood related, no connection. The moment they came to know that boy is suffering, immediately they contacted him, received him at the airport, put him in the hospital, taking care, cooking for him. All they are doing out of love. But only what we have to do, I am getting the opportunity to serve my God, that attitude. So that is immediately the moment you think that I am doing because I know Him, and suppose subconscious mind, in a corner of the subconscious mind you are thinking, when I will have some problem, He will come forward to help me. No Shuddha. That is only the worldly relation. The moment you are doing it without expecting anything, even to your son, to your daughter, to your relatives, without expecting anything, I don't want anything from you, but I am doing because at this moment, in your form, God needs that. So that is called Shuddha. Vivekananda was like that. He came to India, and in a very excellent way he is mentioning, there was no one like me who reached the shore of Great Britain with so much of hatred for them. Because from India, and Great Britain was ruling India, so naturally being an Indian, he was having that type of mentality. And now, looking at them, seeing them, mixing with them, understanding them, I find that they are also very good people. And I appreciate them because of their so many other good qualities. So this is called Shuddha. And sometimes some people, in one place Swami Vivekananda has said, Vedanta brain and Islamic body. And some of our very good friend is a Hindu, he cannot digest it. Almost last 1 month he is going on sending email after email, criticizing why you should tell this. Because he has something, some idea about the Islam. And he is telling, why Islamic body? Do you know what they have done? This. Not understanding what Vivekananda meant by this. Islamic body doesn't mean the physical body. Islamic body means unity. The unity among the Islam, that is no one can deny. And that is a wonderful quality that others should learn. That is called Islamic body. So no, so much of narrowness, how can you understand Vivekananda? Is it so easy? So to understand Vivekananda, sometimes our senior Swami used to tell, you are reading gospel and you think you will understand Sri Ramakrishna? Unless you read Vivekananda, understand Vivekananda, you cannot understand Sri Ramakrishna at all. Because he is God. To understand God, you have to understand his vast explanation, how it is expressed. So Shuddha. Shuddha means totally unselfish. And Vivekananda is totally unselfish. Nittam kripa galita hrid. So wonderfully they are mentioning. His heart is all the time melting. Once he was pacing up and down before his room. It was dead night. Someone noticed and came to Swamiji and said, Swamiji, any problem? Can't you sleep? And immediately he turned and said, how can you sleep? So many hundreds and thousands of people, they are suffering in this world. Look at the feeling, look at the heart. Who can think like this? Here, I think in Detroit, and some other, I don't exactly remember the exact place, they offered him in America a very good bed, soft and cozy. Vivekananda could not sleep over that, he slept on the floor. When the people came, the the host came, opened the door and saw that Swamiji is sleeping on the floor. He thought something wrong on the bed. And he was profusely, Swamiji, I'm so sorry, something wrong in the bed, you could tell me. Swamiji said, nothing wrong in the bed. Only thing, I cannot sleep on that bed when I think so many of our people, they have nothing. And they are going to bed without any food, hungry. Children are crying. How can I sleep? This is the heart. He doesn't know anyone, not connected at all. But at the same time, Nittam Kripa Galita Hed, Paradukha Harin. And he is ever ready to remove the sorrow of others. When there was the Calcutta plague, and all people were going away from the city, and the government banned everything, everybody was trying to save, and some of the so-called religious people, orthodox people, they said, we have to do yajna, we have to do puja, homa, and some people are telling constantly, 24 hours, take the name of God, then the plague will be. Vivekananda said, no, go and clean every nook and corner of the city. Plague is coming from there. You have to clean the city. And go to the people and tell them that they should be living clean. Then the plague, we can stop it. But it needed money immediately. Then he wrote, sell the land, the property of the Belur Math. And just to purchase that small plot of land, he had traveled all the length and breadth of America and Europe, collected some money. After so much of effort, he could purchase a plot of land by the side of the Ganga, where he could place the urn of his Guru. Now, in one go, he said, sell that land. Think of the heart of the person. And that is called Kripa Galita. We cannot compare anyone with Vivekananda. No one can be compared. Sometimes without knowing some people, they will say something, oh, he was lived in luxury, he was having the long coat. In America, what he will do? I am wearing it inside the room, that also with a sweater. Can I go without anything outside? It is so cool. It's not possible. Naturally, the devotees, they gave. When they see the picture, because it's very handsome, immediately they will be jealous and they will be telling he was in luxury. All nonsense. Vivekananda, one should understand what he has thought and did. What he did, he encouraged people to do what? To do seva. Some of the people, those who are particularly in some business or in political or social, they will be inspiring people to do something so that they will get the benefit. And Vivekananda, no return. Go and do the sacrifice, he was telling every time. So this is Vivekananda. And here they are writing, He Shuddha Puta Bhuvane Shuchita Vidhata Riktartha Pidita Jane Ishvara Buddhikarin Nityam Kripa Galita Hrid Paradukha Harin Vishwasya Vira Suyate Tabasuprabhatam Vishwasya Vira Suyate Tabasuprabhatam Maya Bihina Bhuvino Nayamoha Pare Tvam Jagrata Hi Satatam Janamukti Dharin Jagarti Manavagana Tava Suprabhavai Vishwasya Veera Suyate Tava Suprabhatam Vishwasya Veera Suyate Tava Suprabhatam. The word Maya, mainly the Shankaracharya, the old Adi Shankaracharya used this word Maya to explain a very peculiar situation in this life. We see so many things, and then afterwards it all vanishes. Sometimes some news will come and we see, what is this? How people are dying. Even the husband and wife cheating each other, trying to kill each other. Whom to believe? But at the same time, same mother who has been cheated by her husband again will try to give her daughter to a marriage. And thinking that this time my daughter's husband, my son-in-law, will be very good. We pray. But the thing is, it may not. Again and again we feel that this is the way it goes. We constantly think, why? No one can explain it. Shankaracharya is telling this is Maya. The word he has coined is called Maya. You cannot explain, but you can understand, you can feel. So that is the Vivekananda was totally free from that. Maya Bihina. He was not at all under the cover of this Maya. And this Vivekananda is trying to make the people aware. Aware about what? His divinity. His internal divinity. And that is why he is telling, if the moment you are calling a man as a sinner, a human as a sinner, it is a sin. It is a sin to call a man so. Sinner, it is a sin to call a man so. Amritasya putraha. Long, long ago, the Veda, he said, we are Amritasya putra, the children of immortal bliss. How can you be sinner? We do mistakes. That is why Swami Vivekananda's words are so inspiring, encouraging. And he says the cow, it never tells lies. The wall, it's not stealing, but the wall remains wall, cow remains cow. Human being, it steals, it tells lies, it does so many mistakes. But the moment it takes the decision, I am going to be rectified, correct, good, it can. That is the spirit. So that's why he is constantly praising human being. Shankaracharya also, in the Vivek Chudamani, he is telling, Jantunam narajanma dullabhamata. That is the sloka we read yesterday. Jantunam means among the living beings, narajanma, this human birth, durlabha, very difficult to get. Then slowly he is explaining. So this Narajanma, this human birth, is very important. And Vivekananda constantly telling, so many lives we have lived. We do not know. But that is the truth. Life after life. Not that suddenly we came as a human being. No. We were living so many lives. And then we have got this life. And suppose we dedicate this life for the service of others. And by that we don't get the God realization. What is that? He was addressing to the human being, particularly in our India. And then he was particularly indicating to the monks. In the Hindu monks, they never worked. They used to go and take the initiation from his guru and will be sitting with the guru for some time, learn from his guru, then he himself will start an ashrama and then he do the puja and all that. If you go to Vrindavan, huge temple, this moment the door is closed, God is taking rest, and then next moment door is open, jhanki darshan, they say. And hundreds and thousands of people will be waiting there only just to get a glance. Jhanki means glance. Just at a glance you see the God, and most of the time you can't, because there is a habit, particularly in those area, people will not only look at this, they will put the hand like this. So all the people, nearly 100, 200 people, when they are putting hands, from the back you cannot see. The jhanki, for jhanki you have to go step by step, then you go to the front, then only. Vivekananda is telling, suppose I look like that, what? Nothing. Why don't you go and serve the poor people just sitting in front of the temple? He is hungry. He wants your help. And you can see him constantly, not as a jhanki, not as a glance. Go and serve them. You will get the same blessings. That is the words of Vivekananda. So that is totally revolutionizing the Hinduism. And Hinduism, 6,000 years old Hinduism. The Hinduism, whoever tried to go against it or criticize, immediately they were banished, like the Buddha. Buddha is not a Buddhist. Lord Buddha was a Hindu. Swami Vivekananda said he is a rebel child of Hinduism. He rebelled against all this bad system. But they said, no, you go out. And Vivekananda fought within, all alone, without any support. Vishwasya Veera Suyate. That's why they say, they call him as a hero. Who can be a hero with so many other supports when he is fighting? He is a warrior. The hero is he who alone can do with all the oppositions. This is the truth, and this truth I am going to tell to the whole world without caring the criticism or appreciation. Followers or the enemies, never care. When Vivekananda was introducing this, my gods are those whom by mistake you call as man. My special object of worship is the downtrodden, the illiterate, the poor, and his own brother disciples. Some of them, they were thinking how it is. In our Shastra we never read. So that's why they were also opposing, they were doubting whether Vivekananda is introducing Christianity, Christian type of temperament into us. And Vivekananda told, you have only understood Sri Ramakrishna, I have not. So that is Vivekananda. He was explaining Veda. And that time, our Girish Chandra Ghosh was passing. Though Girish Ghosh was by age senior, Vivekananda used to make fun with him. Then he said, GC, Girish Chandra, GC, all through your life you only painted yourself and did the drama. Natoki korle sara jiban. Have you read the Vedanta? Girish Chandra, immediately, he was a writer. So he immediately turned to Narendranath, Vivekananda, and said, Narendra, I have not read the Veda. But can your Veda, your Gita, your Upanishad, your scripture solve the problem of the orphans who are crying? Solve the problem of the widows? And he was going on describing. He had the tremendous control over the language. And when Vivekananda was hearing those things, he started crying and got up, ran and closed the door. Then Girish Ghosh turned to the disciples of Vivekananda and said, do you think I love your Guru just because he is a great orator and the Vedantin? No. I love him and respect him because of his heart. So the feeling. And this is the Vivekananda. That is why they are addressing him, Vishwasya Veera Suyate. Among all the heroes of the world, you are the most uppermost one. Now, one disciple, he was a great Sanskrit scholar, and he was from East Bengal. You know, many of the Indian people will understand, and particularly those from Bengal, they will understand. There are Bengal, East and West, because there's a boundary, and the people in the eastern side of Bengal, western side of Bengal, like this East Germany and West Germany, something like that. And then eastern people, their behavior, their pronunciation is different. So western people, those who are in Calcutta and the area, they always will be teasing them. Hey, how you pronounce like this? So that goes on. And they call them Bengal. The Bengal, Bengal. So Swami Vivekananda, he was from Calcutta. So his disciple was from East Bengal, and Swamiji used to call him as Bengal. But the Bengal was very highly qualified person in Sanskrit. And the Sharat Chandra Chakravarti, he was a Brahmin. And Swamiji used to tease about the Brahmins also. You Brahmins have destroyed our society. And whatever, Sharat Chandra, his disciple, he used to listen. He has written after Swami Vivekananda about his guru. And this we will see in the first page, in the page 1. Murta Maheshwara Ujjala Bhaskara Ishta Mama Narabandam. Murta Ishta Mama Narabandam. Bande Vedatanu Munjita Garhita. Bande Kanchana Kamini Bandham. Kanchana Murta Maheshwara Ujjala Bhaskara Ishta Mama Narabandam. He is describing Vivekananda as the Shiva himself, and Vivekananda was Shiva. Sri Ramakrishna told him, and after the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, we will be describing in our classes and the yoga aphorism, the Swavikalpa, Nirvikalpa. Meditation is so difficult, and then when the meditation becomes perfect, then it has become Samadhi. But in that Samadhi, in that higher stage, if you are taking the help of anything, any form, any name, then you are Savikalpa. And when you are not taking any help of anything, not even sky or ocean, any idea, but your mind is going inside and becoming illumined, that's called Nirvikalpa. Vivekananda, he went into Nirvikalpa Samadhi when he was only 19-20 years old, just 20. And he was meditating and constantly used to go to Sri Ramakrishna, used to tell, I came to you to learn Samadhi. And now almost time has come, you will be dying, and then who will teach me Samadhi? I want Samadhi, I will Samadhi. Vivekananda told, Samadhi, all those things are there, but much higher things I will teach you. I will teach you to see God in every living being. But Vivekananda, as a young man, he was constantly pestering and pressurizing Sri Ramakrishna. Once when he was meditating, suddenly he saw, and he was merged in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But after the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, usually people do not leave. They leave the body. After 21 days, they die. So the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But Vivekananda, he had his mission. So obviously, Sri Ramakrishna said, after this you have now experienced the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, but the key will remain with me. When you complete my job, my work, then I will return it back to you. The key means he can never get that type of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, but he used to get that glimpses of the Nirvikalpa Samadhi when here in America, so many places he did, including by the side bank of the Michigan Lake. He had that Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But when he went back, then afterwards, when he went to Amarnath, when he went to see the Shiva, when he saw the Shiva, had the Shiva darshan, in that freezing cold water he bathed. And without putting anything on his body, he walked from river. I think some of you must have gone to Amarnath. The river is very down. If you have not gone, then you can register, I will take you there. But I will go up to Kashmir and send you there, because it's very difficult. But very, very difficult. When you went over there, oh my God, and I was thinking how Swamiji could do. Because the river is so deep, you have to go down, and then chilling water all the time, covered with snow. There he bathed. And then he got up, without covering his body, he walked barefoot over the snow to that temple. It is very high on the top. And after reaching over there, he saw his own self, that is Shiva. If you go to that cave, inside the cave, there's a beautiful Shiva Linga is there of the snow. You know that. And he saw that. From then started the days counting. He said, no, I am not going to cross the 40. I will never cross 40. So 39 years he passed away. This Murta Maheshwara, he was like a Shiva. And what Shiva needs? He is, right this moment he is angry, but the next moment he is very happy again, just like a child. The child is sometimes very angry and next moment he is very happy. You give anything, he is happy. But that is the Shiva. All other gods and goddesses have chosen very good flower and all, but the Shiva, Vel. Vel, that is one kind, here also it is available. The Billa, they say, that type of tree, what's called, in one stem there will be, that is called Vel, 3 leaves will be there. And that you offer and little Ganga water, he is happy. So that is the Shiva. And anyone call for help, Shiva is always there. So Vivekananda was like that. Murta Maheshwara. Murta Maheshwara Ujjala Bhashwara Ishta Mama Narabandam. Murta Bande Vedatanu Munjita Garhita Kanchana Kamini Bandham. There is no bondage. They do in the language that has been used, Kanchana and Kamini, the women and gold, but actually they are mentioning about the gold last and the lucre. The gold for what? Gold to satisfy your desire. So that is the last, that is the desire. So that they are mentioning. Koti bhanu kar deepta simha maho. Koti Koti Bhanu. Bhanu means the sun. The one sun is so bright, and think of the 1,000 suns. He was like that. Koti Bhanu Kara Deepta Simha Maho. Koti Tata Kopina Bantam. Abhi Abhi Homkara nadita ding mukha. Vivekananda, one thing he liked very much, that is avi. The avi means fearless. Why should you be fear? Don't be afraid for anything. So that fearlessness, where from it comes? From the truth, from the knowledge. What is that knowledge? I am eternal, I am not going to die. The body may pass, body may change. It doesn't matter to me anything. So that Vedantic, that Vedic, that experience, that gives the tremendous courage. Why people are afraid? They are afraid because they think they will lose. What they are going to lose? Nothing. That's why avi. And particularly that he injected in the veins of the Indians. We were all afraid, everything, constantly. Then he said, why you were afraid? You are having so much of power within you. Avi avi humkara nadita ding mukha. Prachanda tandava nrityam. Murta maheshwara ujjala bhashwara ishta mama narabandham. Bhukti mukti kripa kataksha prekshana. Maghadala bidala nadaksham. Balachandra dhara indu bandamiha. The Shiva is having the crescent, so that he is describing the Balachandra, the crescent, as if the moon that is very soft, and that as a Balachandra. Balachandra dhara indu bandamiha. Naumi Guru Vivekanandam. Naumi Guru Vivekanandam. Swamiji, you are ready for? Okay. So, if there is any time, then next to it. This Vivekananda, we must understand, he is a totally different than others. Only one incident I should remember. They have passed away, many of our direct disciples, and then this Koka Maharaj, he was meditating one day and he saw that his soul is going higher and higher. In one sphere he saw even Raja Maharaj and all other direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna is sitting. Then they called him. Where you were going? He said, I am going to meet Swamiji. Swamiji, we cannot meet. He is totally in a different sphere. No one can go to him. You better come and sit with us. So we can understand. And then another person is explaining what was Vivekananda. He is telling sometimes the fishes, they will be playing with the moon and they think the moon is so close and moon is our own, but they don't know it is the reflection of the moon in the water. Actually the moon is so high. The only Sri Ramakrishna could understand what Vivekananda is. But other thing is, Vivekananda said, whoever will work for me, my power will enter into him. Work for Vivekananda is what? only thinking for the betterment of others. That is the work of Vivekananda. The Vivekananda, he wants work only to think the betterment of others. That is his work. The moment we do that, his blessings will come on us. We will again meet in conclusion.